On Monday, I became a father. I never actually said that before out loud, and it still kind of astonishes me. I am a dad, I have a son, and I want you to meet him. This is Wyatt Cooper. He is 3 days old. He's named after my dad, who died when I was 10 years old. I hope I can be as good a dad as he was. So I just wanted to take a moment and share with you some joyful news of my own. On Monday, I became a father. I never actually said that before out loud, and it still kind of astonishes me. I am a dad, I have a son, and I want you to meet him. This is Wyatt Cooper. He is 3 days old. He's named after my dad, who died when I was 10 years old. I hope I can be as good a dad as he was. My son's middle name is Morgan, which is a family name on my mom's side. I know my mom and dad liked the name Morgan because while I was going through her things recently, I found a list they'd made 52 years ago when they were trying to think of names for me. Morgan was on the list. So that's Wyatt Morgan Cooper, my son.
So we think he had a mild cough, and then there was certainly one morning he didn't want to eat his breakfast. Other than that, it was not very remarkable. He wasn't even sick enough where we felt like we needed to call the veterinarian to seek advice. My husband in particular noticed that he had a cough, and that was the time in March where we were all feeling sick. So we certainly could have missed some symptoms, and his symptoms were pretty mild. So the cough this is just my opinion, that I think pugs have is a little funny. And you're right, they do have respiratory problems. As you can see, his nose is a little bit short. Enrolled in this research study at Duke University with Dr. Chris Woods, and that was on April 1st. So that was the day he got swabbed, although we just found out about it on Friday. So we didn't know that he was sick. It could have been that they just recovered the coronavirus from his saliva, and the symptoms we saw could have been allergies, because I don't know if you've been to North Carolina in mid-March, but there's a lot of pollen hanging around. Quarantined with the rest of us. We were all holed up in our house waiting to get better. So, we have a backyard, and none of us felt like doing much for a while. So he was effectively quarantined, and we've been practicing social distancing just like everybody else in the world. So when we go on walks, we veer around each other and try not to get too close to people or other pets. We're just one story, one family, and one dog, but I definitely think that we gave him the virus. We didn't realize our symptoms were due to the coronavirus, and so we couldn't socially distance from ourselves and from our animals. And I think we have to be careful about taking one case that's from a research study and generalizing it. We really need to use science to guide our decisions, and then we need to participate in research to advance our knowledge. So that would be my advice.
Prolonged lockdown basically is slavery.
Do you feel enslaved?
I do. I'm a type A lawyer and I am bouncing off the walls of my living room because I can't go out.
Freedom! 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 Freedom!
Good American, a born free American. They're lying about the death tolls.
I will take a chances and get a coronavirus better than shutting down this economy.
I'll die on my feet, not on my knees.
Yeah, I want you to take the vaccine first, Bill Gates.
We don't have a civil right to be immortal. If only the healthy people are okay and the people who are at risk get ill, isn't that how it's supposed to be?
I'm immune compromised. I put that at risk today.
Are you scared to die?
No more scared than I am for anything else.
reality is we are just a few weeks away, not months away, from making measurable and meaningful changes to our stay-at-home order. That is a very optimistic point to emphasize. However, that's driven by data. It's driven by behavior. And as we change our behavior, we can impact the science, the health, and the data. This virus doesn't take the weekends off. This virus doesn't go home because it's a beautiful sunny day around our coasts.
There's not enough police to stop this. That's why everybody, 60,000 people went to the beach yesterday. You can't stop this. You are a minority.
God bless America! God bless the USA! Trump 2020, we love you, Trump! Woo! California for Trump! COVID-19 is nothing more than a common cold. Everybody better watch out. Don't take your vaccines. Don't take nothing.
I did not expect that this will happen, but this happens. It comes all of a sudden. So I don't have time to fear something. I just feel obligated to help the industries and to provide information to find a way to sterilize the mess. After a treatment of 70 degrees for 24 hours, then efficiency only reduced by 0.5%. So there are still 98.5% there. So if heat treatment, can deactivate the virus, then that can be a good way to reuse, the masks.
He's driven to wanting to help, wanting to make a difference, wanting to solve the problem. We're very, very proud of him and his work.